For 25 years, the state has been in the city of Paterson. We ask for nothing more but just our due in Paterson.
My daughter's an honorable student, but I see her siblings not going the same way, and I cannot afford to move to another town.
But while others are cutting programs like technology and the possibility of transportation, Paterson, we're forced and plagued with cutting the raw essentials of education.
Why would somebody that's coming in with a solution, why would they shoot me in the foot with $39 an hour?
I'm just a mom. I'm not anything else.
That's power. Yeah, that's it.
Help us. Like, that's all I can say. We need help.
What this governor has done has created, which I have dubbed, educational suicide for our district. This is an educational urban genocide.
You're taking money from a budget that's already on the bone. We need money. We just addressed the district and the state on last year.
There are students who are brilliant, who don't have opportunities because their school doesn't have the resources.
For some reason, when we get into these inner cities, we keep burdening these children with achievement before we've provided them with equity. And I think our priority needs to be our climate and our culture and ensuring that their mental health is taken care of.
We are paying high tax, and we're getting every year, every time we're getting very bad situation, and our education system is getting bad and bad and bad. Thank you.
First, I want to commend the people of Paterson for coming out today. We had a great turnout at Montclair State a couple of weeks ago, and many of these issues have not been brought to light when you talk about the state of New Jersey as a whole. Last year, after budget hearings and after the hearing with the Department of Education and the SDA, we found out that we were going to lose over 300 positions through cuts or unfilled positions. And we did put in a budget resolution with the assistance of our budget chairperson to add an additional $19 million to the budget to save those jobs. Now, Governor Christie did veto that budget resolution. And in those loss of jobs, many people don't understand, is that 119 people who were from the city of Paterson that lost their jobs last year. And the issue is that the state of New Jersey has been in Paterson for 25 years. So when people say that Paterson is not fiscally responsible when it comes to education, they're saying that the state of New Jersey has not been fiscally responsible. We have not been in a position to choose our own superintendent to run schools. There has been, I believe, 8 superintendents over my tenure in the school district. During this period of time, with that, obviously, we've been underfunded by $281 million, which, when you look at that number, you will understand the cuts and things that we have faced over the years. Now, what I want to make people clear, and Councilman Jackson, you hit on the head, is that Paterson, we have paid our fair share of taxes. Dating back to 2011, when we had a 29% property tax increase. To date, I don't know if anybody anywhere has ever had a 29% property tax increase with a city of our size, 150,000 residents. And during that same year, we lost 125 cops. We are in a position that we had furloughs. We have taken the brunt of everything. Even this year, we are facing a 6.1% property tax increase locally, or within that range, and a 1.4% in county taxes. Now, I believe the State Department of Education is going to try to impose a $5 million tax levy on top of that. Now, when people say we don't pay our fair taxes, Councilman Jackson, you hit it on the head. We are the city of angels. Our city is full of everything that nobody else wants to deal with it when it comes to homeless, when it comes to drug abusers. At every exit in our city, you will see people that have been dropped there, be it through Eva's Village, be it through Good Shepherd Mission, be it through St. Paul's homeless shelters. We take care of everybody's problems. Now, this city also...
Excuse me, ladies and gentlemen,
I just want...
Assemblyman, I'm terribly sorry to interrupt. If I could ask you to limit your applause, please.
I just want to, on record, to people to understand that we're not looking for a handout. That's the bottom line. When you're looking at we have 52 school buildings that are not being taxed. We are the county seat with county buildings and federal buildings that are not being taxed. And as I said, every one of these social service agencies that are here are not being taxed. And the people that we see walking in our streets with our 52 nationalities are not really everybody from Paterson. We got people from Sussex County, Bergen County, all over who have come here because they are homeless, they are drug addicted, they are alcohol abusers, and we are taking care of them. So I don't want anybody to ever think that we're not doing our part. Now, when you talk about the school district, and I know Dr. Hodges is here, when you look about the charter school issue, I believe in this budget, the city of Newark is going to receive $35 million for charter schools. Now, if we could receive $35 million for charter schools, we wouldn't have to cut 115 positions this year. And I think that's only fair. If Newark gets $35 million, why doesn't Paterson get $35 million? Now, and you're talking about asking, and we said here as a committee of the joint education system, you're looking at park readiness. Well, when you have classroom sizes of 30-to-1, you have 19 buildings over 100 years old, you have buildings in the wintertime that the heat doesn't work, and in the summertime you can't lift up the windows, how can our kids be park ready, better yet college ready or prepared, just in general? Now, the mental health issue and the issue of crime came up today. People do not know the names, and they should know the names when you talk about Genesis Racone or Nazare Bug or Armani Saxton. Because when we have these dropouts, these are usually the same kids that we did not service and give a thorough and efficient education, are the ones who are selling drugs to people all over the state of New Jersey, who are shooting up and robbing places because they are not educationally prepared. And our special education programs is not where it should be, and we are totally out of compliance that these kids are not getting the mental health and the aid that they deserve. Now, the cuts that we're facing this year, Chairman, and I got a little more precise numbers, is that we're looking at 115 position cuts. And when you're looking at that, you're talking about, I asked earlier about eliminating courtesy busing. When you're talking about cutting 5 supervisors, you're looking at cutting 6 vice principals, you're looking at cutting technology teachers in the school district, librarians, and SACs. These are things that, these are not wants, these are needs. If we have libraries that are empty, we have technology, when you're telling our kids that they need to be technology ready for this century and for jobs, and you're cutting these positions. You're looking at cutting our athletic budget by $700,000 and combining programs. This does not work because you know what? Most of our kids, their ticket out of Paterson is through an athletic scholarship. Now, our city is rich in athletic history, from Larry Doby to Rory Sparrow to Presley Mike Adams to Victor Cruz. If they didn't have those opportunities athletically, where would they be right now? So we don't want to cut opportunities. If anything, we want to increase opportunities. We want to have lacrosse. We want to have field hockey because that's another way for these kids to learn. And on top of that, you're talking about SAT programs cut, where our kids cannot afford to go to any of these other programs, Kaplan, and pay $1,500. The bottom line is, Paterson, you've come out, you stood up, you've been heard. All we're asking is for a fair and efficient education for our students. We're not asking for a handout because you know what? The City of Angels, we've always had our handout for everybody else. So thank you for coming out today.